Now, in this whole issue, it her Aisha playing with dolls at that stage within the Islamic law did not allow her to play with dolls if she had reached puberty.
Puberty,
Now
correct.
that's the argument. You see, that's the argument being made here, that the Islamic Prophet indeed did have sexual relations with a child that was pre-pubescent. And how we know that is because it's recorded that she was still playing with dolls. And a child, a girl playing with dolls, found playing with dolls within the Islamic context, is a child that had not reached puberty. And so, how do you interpret that? And that's a very clear
Yeah.
distinction made here. So, once again, Sahih Muslim, book 008, number 331. Please have a look at that.
Yeah. So let's continue. I'm going to go through the Hanafi book of fiqh.
Yeah.
This is a very large, it's over 2,600 pages. And thank you very much for that comment. Great to see you. This is my first time here. Really good information. Thank you. Right. So now, nikah in its primitive sense. Now, they simply mean in its basic sense means carnal conjunction. In other words, carnal conjunction. You draw the picture in your own mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just going to bring this up. So that is what marriage is. I can go through multiple other books. I've prepared other references. We don't have the time to go through every one, but I have them, and I can do the show on my own time on my channel another time to go through all of the references. However, let's have a look. Okay, if a man desires to contract his daughter being an infant in marriage, the marriage is lawful. This is from the book of marriage in the Hadaya. Okay. Now,
and what is the Hadaya, just for our
the Hadaya
audience?
is the main Sharia manual for the Hanafi school of fiqh. It is, in fact,
the Hanafi school of
fiqh.
fiqh.
It's the
Okay.
largest school of fiqh in the Islamic world, and also this book is in fact still in use in Islamic courts today. In fact, this is the primary manual for Pakistan, for the Pakistani legal system. It's still in use. There are 4 books, 4 major texts that they utilize, but this one is the main ones. Yes, Erkan, I do agree with you, except I cannot say that. Okay, so understand, Shafi, who accounts the adult virgin the same as an infant with respect to marriage. Now they speak of Imam Shafi, who accounts an adult virgin the same as in respect to marriage. Okay, so let's have a look. I want to bring up so infants contracted by their guardians. So that's infants. We've seen infants brings up pictures of babies, right? The marriage of a boy or girl under age is lawful, whether the girl is a virgin or not. I don't know how it's...
So in the mind of the writer at this stage, in the mind of the writer, it seems like there's a possibility that an underage boy or a girl could be not a virgin, and therefore it seems like a normal thing and an accepted thing in the mind of the writer at this stage.
Correct.
That's an interesting thing, and you see, and that's the thing, is that if it was like a frowned upon concept, something to be so normally spoken about, it kind of like allows for this whole issue, is that okay, these children, even they can get married, etc., even if they're virgins or not, doesn't matter. It's like that normal acceptance of this whole issue kind of like allows for us, what else can I interpret the fact that there is sexual intercourse allowed before the child is of age? It's what else can I think of?
Unfortunately, that is the only conclusion. I mean, I'll continue. This is whether the girl is a virgin or not. Marriage to an underage girl is lawful, right? And now they do say odd things. Okay, that oddly enough, they say infants are not subject to any carnal appetite. Fine, but the authority is vested in the father to contract his children during their minority.
Okay, sorry, I just wanted to respond to Qasim Mansour. He writes, LOL, girls age in their maturity still play with dolls, so that justification is wrong. Okay, I want you to understand something. Yes, girls, if my wife starts playing with dolls today, that does not mean I can't have that she is a prepubescent child. Of course not. But we're talking about that within the Islamic context, in that time, before the eyes of Mohammed, your prophet, the prophet had passed this ruling that a child underage, prior to puberty, would be allowed to play with dolls.